April 16, 1976, a sniper opens fire on Baltimore police. John Earl Williams, upset over a dysfunctional family and failed relationship, led a 45-minute shootout from a third-story window on West Lombard Street.
The bullet went through the car, armor-piercing ammunition.
6 officers were injured, including Jimmy Holcomb.
Nobody could get to him because Williams kept firing and firing and firing.
A day that changed Angie Holcomb's life forever. Jimmy and Angie Holcomb married in 1967. Soon after, he was recruited to join the Baltimore Police Department. The day he died started like any other.
We had lunch and then he left. And I walked him out and he went in the car. And I always said before he left, be careful and I love you. And he went to work.
How did you find out that Jimmy was killed in the line of duty?
I was putting the kids to bed and I heard a knock on the door. And I said, "Oh, guys, what are you doing here?" And then it all hit me. Just remember falling into their arms, and that's just it. So that's how you hear about it. And I'm supposed to live with that.
Many in Baltimore remember Angie Holcomb from news coverage of the funeral. A young widow with 2 young children and a third on the way. She hasn't publicly talked about the tragedy in almost 40 years, saying it's just too painful.
We had dreams together, He didn't even get to see his child born. I don't have a picture to show his daughter with him holding her.
Angie Holcomb is breaking her silence because her husband's killer will get a new day in court on December 20th. 2 appeals based on faulty jury instructions and a failure to offer sentence modification could lead to either a retrial or Angie's biggest fear, her killer's release from prison if he's granted time served.
I hate to use the word hate. I've never hated anyone in my life as much as I hate him.
John Earl Williams was sentenced to life plus 60 years. His attorney tells 11 News the main appeal is based on a 2009 Maryland Court of Appeals ruling commonly referred to as the Unger case. The ruling found jury instructions prior to 1980 improper. So-called Unger cases have resulted in the release of more than 100 Maryland inmates.
And I'm trying to stay positive, but then once in a while I'll go to bed and I'll start thinking, what is if he's released? What do I do? There's nothing I can do. My hands are tied.
Holcomb, who has continued support from many of her husband's former co-workers and strength from her daughters, is bracing for court, ready to face the man who robbed her family's future, still stung by his statement in the original trial 4 decades ago.
One of the first things he said, he wanted to apologize for any inconvenience he may have caused me. It was an inconvenience for him to kill my husband, to leave me to raise 3 children under 6 years old, 1 not even born till 2 months after. He can rot in prison as far as I'm concerned.
Anger at the killer and love for the husband that's never gone away. Memories displayed in her living room, including the watch Jimmy wore the night he was killed. Cracked, stopped in time. Adam May, WBAL, TV 11 News.
The Baltimore City State's Attorney's Office tells 11 News they're prepared to go to court if the judge orders a retrial.